Hey Cancer, this is going to be your update here in the month of March 2025. Please understand that time is fluid, so this may have already happened, may not have happened yet, or it could happen in the near future, okay? So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, all right? Also, I had a comment on one of my videos. So when we say take what resonates and leave what doesn't, it's not because it's just not for no reason. It's because there are hundreds of thousands of people who view tarot every day, and so you're trying to read for the collective. Everybody's situation varies, and it's different. You know, of course, that means it's different in different ways, okay? Different in many ways is what I mean, okay? So please that's what we mean when we say take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, Cancer. Please like and subscribe to my channel. If you're viewing this from TikTok, please hit that follow button and the like button as well, okay? All right, Cancer. So what do we have for Cancers? All right, so you guys did get the Four of Wands in reverse and the Hangman. So there's like some sort of conflict at hand due to somebody's perception of a relationship, friendship, family setting. There may be some instability here. Maybe the instability is causing conflict in the situation. Like the foundation in which a relationship sits on could be faulty, or there's some sort of history that's causing, it could be causing, like, I'm hearing like insecurities in someone else. Maybe something has happened that's brought up like old feelings or an old wound. Maybe you thought that everything was all good, and then something is said or something happens, and so somebody's thinking heavily. Like, for example, maybe somebody was a wanderer in the past. Maybe they talked to other people or actually had physical dealings with other people. And so, you guys got over that and you move forward and things have been good for years maybe. And something happens and it reminds the other person who was, I guess, the victim in the situation of old habits that may, they think that it may be coming back due to something. So that's what I'm like picking up. So like something was put to rest and then something happens and now like somebody's gone to an old way of thinking. There may be like some canceled celebrations or situations, like you may decide to cancel something, or there was something very important coming up and it gets canceled. I'm seeing for others of you, somebody's not accepting of something. It could be family, it could be people on the outside doing this, but like, or if this is between you and your partner, or if you don't have a partner, again, this could be a friendship or whatever. Somebody is refusing to accept something. Like, I keep hearing like same old, whatever that means. Like, somebody might have thought the other person changed or somebody changed, and then you realize that it's really the same old. Like, oh, hold on, sorry. Sorry if you saw a little thigh there. Yeah, okay, so I was just saying that like family may not be accepting of something, and then family envy dropped out of the deck. Okay, and we also got stay single, have fun here. So what was I saying? I'm sorry. Yeah, so like same old, or like somebody is not accepting, or maybe a group of people aren't accepting something, or like are causing trouble in a situation. Some of you are unhappy in a situation, or you have like this perception, like people maybe in your ear. Also, as confirmation, the month of March did just pop out. 1 second, let me grab that. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so yeah, the month of March popped out here. And that usually only happens if I'm on point with something, or this is going to take place in the month of March. But like I was saying, some of you are unhappy in a situation, or like the direction that a situation is going, but you're not speaking up. Like you're not saying anything, or you're not letting it be known you're feeling some sort of way about something. Some of you, like, I feel like you're expecting for people to read your mind or know how it is you're feeling. Like, yeah, I feel like somebody's taking a step back from something. Like, you're trying to be cautious in a situation. You're not trying to, like, maybe you don't know if you're right or wrong in a situation. Like, you're thinking something, but you're not sure. Like, you don't have any proof or evidence of a situation. And so you're choosing to just step back and observe or think. The Hangman does speak to it does speak to not making any hasty decisions, making sure that your perception of whatever it is you're viewing is the correct thing. There's a need to just think about this situation and make sure that you're going through every, like, I guess, possibility, or making sure that what you're thinking actually makes sense and you're not just overthinking or letting somebody's past decisions to, like, I don't know how to put this, like making sure that you're not viewing somebody as the old them if they really changed. There's a need to, like, focus on the positive, whether you're in a relationship or not. There's a need to focus on the positive. Like, I'm hearing, like, focus on, like, what do you have and not what you don't have. Like, what are the good things that you do have at this time? And let's, not focus on what it is that you lack or you feel like you lack in a situation, because for a lot of you, I feel like you have what it is that you need to succeed or move to the next level. I'm sorry, guys, you will hear my daughter in the front room having breakfast, okay? But yeah, like, I feel like there's a need to focus on the positive in a situation, even if this is about a person. I feel like there's a need to focus on the positive aspects of your relationship with this person and not the negative, okay? I keep hearing, like, changed. So maybe this person has changed and maybe you're not sure. Something is making you doubt them. For others of you, I keep hearing the only thing stopping you is you. Whatever that means to you. The only thing stopping you is you. For some of you, only thing keeping you from leaving a relationship or a situation is you. I feel like you're overthinking it. Yeah, you're overthinking something. I got let's go on the date that popped out here. So yeah, for some of you, there's a need to spend quality time with your partner or with people. Some of you, like, you could be lacking in your social life. You don't really do much. You feel like you don't get out. You don't, you're not able to just do things that you want to do. And I feel like for most of you, this is because you're focused on what you don't have. You're not actually enjoying life or enjoying the days as they come. I feel like you're always focused on the future For others of you, you're focused on the past, but I feel like for most of you, you're focused on the future. Like, focused on the things that you want to have, or you feel like you should have at this moment. But please remember, we have things as we need them, going along. If it was for you to have at this moment, you would have it. That's not saying you shouldn't work towards having it, but don't give up. Keep working towards what it is you want, but don't forget to live life as you're going, okay? Yeah, like I keep seeing like somebody wants to walk away from a person, and it's like you're finding every reason on why you shouldn't walk away, but you're not. I think that we don't weigh the fact that we are unhappy as a bigger as a con. Like it should be a bigger con than we account for. I don't think it's fair to stay in situations where you're unhappy. If you are unhappy and it's causing you to feel like you're stuck, I feel like that's a big reason to move on. Okay, I feel like a lot of times we let I feel like there's a situation of trauma bonding with somebody, and so you guys were a match in that part of your life, but now that you have grown and you're seeing things differently, things aren't the same, and you don't feel like you match or that you're an equal with this person because maybe they haven't grown as much as you have, or maybe this is them that has grown and you don't feel like you guys are a match anymore. For others of you, there's a need to release, I feel like somebody has, I don't want to say unrealistic, but you have this view of the perfect partner, and it's like you're missing out on perfect options around you or that have presented themselves because you have this, you're either perfect or you're not. Like you either check every box or you don't. And this is not to be mean, but I did just hear some of y'all are going to be very lonely for a very long time because you're not being open, okay? All right, let's see what else we got. I don't want these videos to be too long. I'm probably like 15 minutes in already. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, Cancer. Let me get two more for Cancers. Alright, Cancers. What do we have? You guys got I'm comfortable. Yeah. Okay, so when this card comes out, it's usually due to, it talks about being in a relationship or a situation or a family setup where it's like you're not happy or you're not, like you don't see the growth in a situation, but you're comfortable. So like I said, some of you are weighing you're basically thinking about all the reasons that you should stay in a situation, one of them being that you're comfortable. You don't want to start over, you don't want to begin a new chapter, because you're even past the part of being comfortable. Like you're afraid of what the future holds or what your life is going to be like without this person or this situation, and so you choose to stay where you can be released from. Like you can release yourself from this situation, but you are choosing to stay. And I think when people ask you why you're staying, or if people ask you why you're staying, it's like you're coming up with every excuse on why you should, instead of really thinking about and knowing why you should leave. Okay, we got relationship coming. Okay, Cancer. So yeah, some of you, like I said, once you release those patterns of feeling like everybody has to be perfect, or these people must check every box, you have a relationship coming in for you. I feel like some of you know that Like, and this may be very few of you, but some of you are in a situation where your current partner doesn't really live up to those expectations, or you guys have outgrown each other. And so you're not supposed to be in this relationship any longer, but you're trying to figure out a path, or how you're going to move after this situation is over. I do see like a new relationship coming for you. Like somebody that you're actually supposed to, that's going to match where you are at this point in your life, okay? Let's get some more. Oh, let's do these first. Alright, can I get 3 for the Cancers here? Cancers. What do we have for Cancer? You okay? Sorry, y'all. Cancers. Alright. It's okay. Alright, so you got love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. Yeah, separating or removing yourself from situations that no longer serve you or make you happy, okay? You are keeping yourself in these situations because you would rather have love than not have love at all, okay? But that's not how, things are going to work out. Once you release yourself and really work on yourself, the person you're supposed to be with is going to come in for you, okay? You have to learn to become independent. For some of you, I feel like you've been with somebody for a very, very long time, or you don't give yourself room in between relationships to grow, okay? And now it's catching up to you. And you're at a point where I feel like the ancestors are going to make you grow. Like they're going to put you in a situation where you have no choice but to grow and become a better person, okay? All right, too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more, okay? There's a need to really listen to people when they're telling you, like, especially I feel like for those of you who meet people and you're so like head over heels so quick, but there's a need to listen because people will usually tell you who they are in between what they're not saying, okay? And I hope that makes sense, but a lot of people will tell on themselves. You just have to be willing to listen to what it is that they're saying. You got lone wolf. Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Yeah, so this is particularly for my singles, okay? Those of you who are struggling to let go of an ex or let go of old patterns when it comes to love. Here, I think that a lot of you are like keeping yourself in this situation like this again, even if you're in a relationship or not, you're keeping yourself in a situation where you're unhappy because you feel like that's better than whatever the other side is, okay? And that's not true. There's a need to really work on yourself and love yourself, because I think people forget that. We get with people, or we get so caught up in wanting to love somebody else, and we're neglecting ourselves, okay? At the bottom, you got not talking. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. And I said this earlier in the reading. Some of you feel some sort of way, but you're not letting your partner know, or you're not letting the people around you know how you feel. I think you're expecting people to know or to sense how you're feeling, and that's not the case, okay? And you need to be more vocal in your stance, okay? Like I said, you are the reason that you are unhappy. Especially if you're not letting people know how you feel. So how can you hold them accountable for doing something that's making you unhappy if you're not letting them know there's something that's making you unhappy? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's get to our oracles. Okay. All right, what do we have for Cancers? Cancers, you have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I think I did mention family in this reading, okay? So you may have parents that don't approve, aunts, uncles, someone. I feel like these are mostly elders or people of age. I don't feel like these are children. But there's a need to have conversations or move away from people. I know a lot of times it's like, oh, that's your family, but if they're causing turmoil in your life, you are allowed to separate yourself from family as well, or take a step back from family, or if they're not respecting your boundaries, you can move away from that, okay? We got, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner. You see, again, some of your perceptions of someone isn't correct. I think that you are going off of past situations, whether this is like, whether you had history with this person or maybe it's the person you were with before this person. I think that some of you are projecting those feelings onto a new partner or a new situation. There's a need to take a step back and really look at things from a different perspective, and see this person for who they are and not who the past person was, okay? And then you guys got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Again, separating yourself, taking a step back with this, especially with that hangman being there. There's a need to disconnect. There's a need to really think things through, take a step back, and just look at things as a whole. Some of you need like a breather, like some sort of vacation or outing, or just a day where you don't worry about anything. I think there's some self-care that's needed, just going off on your own, okay? At the bottom you got separation, again talking about moving away or stepping back from things. We got time apart from your partner is on the horizon. If you're not in a place where you think that you can give to your situation or your relationship, let your partner know. Let your partner know you need time away, or to really just think about where you want to be, or if you want to be in this situation, okay? All right, let's see what your ancestors have to say, and then we're going to close this out, Cancer. What do you have for the Cancers? What do you have for Cancers? I wonder if the enigma is going to come out here. 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys got the High Priestess, intuition and knowingness. All right, I'm going to read that out of the book. We got the number 2, okay? Number 2. All right, Cancers. So it says the High Priestess, intuition and knowingness. Stop searching for answers, meaning, and power everywhere but inside yourself. The powerful High Priestess ancestors comes forward to say that it is time to go deep within. There is something that you know that you may even have been in denial about for a long time. You are a child of the moon, connected to infinite intelligence. Remember that. Insist that your voice be heard. No more people pleasing. You know what you need to know. Trust your own voice and your intuition. That still, small voice is us. We, your ancestors, are the divine, and so are you. All right, Cancers. I'm probably going to do a few more readings for you guys throughout this month, okay? So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you can catch those as well. You guys have a good March.